So I'm laying down. A couple things that you can't see probably from that camera angle. My feet are attached to the wall. And then from here, my knees are on, or my calves rather, are on this bench, and my knees are at even heights. I point this out because even when I'm coaching, we want to make our knees uneven while we're going through this movement. All right, so in this 90-90 hip shift, and then as we progress it, you're going to notice that my knees, AKA my femurs, are going to be moving. All right, so from here, I can get into the 90-90 hip lift, where my knees are fixed, and then I'm feeling my hamstrings as I bring my butt a little bit off of the ground by maybe even thinking just a quarter of an inch off the ground. So my lower back stays flat to the ground. My hips and my butt essentially will move into a posterior pelvic tilt about a quarter inch off the ground. This assures me that my abdominals that attach to my pelvis to my hips, they get closer in approximation because that's where they attach, the rib cage and the pelvis. So I'm using breathing to help facilitate this process, right? My lower back is still on the ground. I'm feeling my abdominals as I do this. My knees did not move position. I didn't go up like this because when I do that, my knees move, my butt moves, yes, but so did my lower back. So again, to reset, I want my knees to stay fixed. My feet are flat against the wall. My butt moves a quarter of an inch. So now that I have this position, I can feel my abdominals, I can feel my hamstrings. From here, I'm going to think about getting something in between my knees. Right now I have a towel that I can roll up and place between my knees. So my knees are still even. I get this posterior pelvic tilt. So now I'm in a 90-90 hip lift. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this leg to be my anchor leg. So my anchor leg fixes and it's stationary. So I'm going to do this by more or less pulling my right leg downwards. So I'm getting that tension. I'm also going to anchor further by bringing my right leg inwards. So I'm going to adduct. So I feel my groin, my hamstring. Okay. From here, I'm going to think of this knee going up into the ceiling. This right side is going to come down. So there's this unevening, this unbalancing, this shifting that I'm going to achieve. Breathing, and perhaps not that loud as well. I just want to get an easy exhale. I'm just simply demonstrating for the camera. And I'm maintaining tension in this right leg, maintaining tension in this right hamstring, but I'm not kicking on my gastroc, right? My calves. I'm not using my calves to stay tight while I'm on this. So I have this to feel for my gastrocs. Am I using my gastrocs to stabilize? If so, I need to reset, get that hamstring going more than my gastroc, have my feet against the wall, adduct, right leg inwards, in towards the towel. And often you see individuals with the right hand or left hand or some type of arm motion going on. In this case, I'm just going to get my right hand going up to the ceiling so I can feel my serratus working, which will also stabilize my rib cage on my right side. So I'm getting everything on the right up here. Now I'm going to get the other side. So same idea, hip lift. I'm going to bring this guy, I'm going to anchor this left leg, going to adduct the left leg, left adductor. So I want to maintain tension as I'm performing this exercise in my abdominals so that I can make sure that I'm fixed on this side. As I compress on one side, I'm going to expand on the other. So there's this pressure gradient that I'm using to help shift pressure onto the other side. So this is the hip shift.